Let's talk about karma. Karma is a concept originating from ancient Indian philosophy and spirituality, particularly within Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. At its core, karma refers to the law of cause and effect, stating that our actions, thoughts, and intentions have consequences that influence our future experiences. In essence, karma suggests that every action we take, whether positive or negative, will eventually come back to us in some form or another. It encompasses the idea that our present circumstances are influenced by our past actions, and that our current actions will shape our future outcomes. Karma emphasizes personal responsibility and accountability for our choices, highlighting the interconnectedness of all beings and the moral implications of our behavior. To understand fully, I will take you through fascinating scientific experiments. All humans share one distinct mental flaw. It doesn't matter how smart or how dumb they are, how young or how old. We all suffer from this limiting thought process to some extent, and there's very little we can do to control it. To fully understand it, though, we need to start with pigeons. Yes, pigeons. The Einsteins of the aviary world. In the 70s, an American psychologist called B. F. Skinner designed a sensory deprivation box for pigeons, with nothing inside but a lone button. When the pigeon pressed the button, however, a small hatch opened up and released grain. Quickly enough, even with his pea-sized brain, the pigeon got the trick. Tap the button, collect grain. Tap the button, collect grain. Repeat. But then Skinner had an idea. What if he took away the button and just released grain randomly? The results defied all of his expectations. Skinner, and what I like to think was his favorite pigeon, all the ones behind him are jelly. You can see it in their eyes. Instead of just sitting there and waiting for grain, 3/4 of the pigeons started acting weird. Really weird? Some flapped their wings over and over, others turned on themselves in an endless twirl, while still more ran around the box counterclockwise without stopping. Why? Well, let's look at one pigeon in particular, who we'll call Harry. When the grain was randomly released the first few times, Harry just happened to be flapping his wings. Immediately, he associated the action with the release of grain and began repeating it. Lo and behold, a moment later, grain was released. This further deepened Harry's conviction that this was how to get grain, and he began to flap his wings again and again and again. Meanwhile, and the cage won over. Another pigeon, Brian, was having the same process, except that flapping had been replaced by twirling. Now to figure out how to get the hatch to release a hot pigeon babe. Haha, silly pigeon. You might think, doesn't he realize he would have gotten the grain no matter what? But then you remember that classmate of yours who had a lucky pair of basketball shorts he wore to every big game, or the one who wrote all their tests with the same pen, because it was the one they used when they got their first A. Better yet, look at the concept of karma. If you do good things will happen to you and vice versa. What's to say the good or bad things wouldn't have happened anyway? All of these are examples of false causality. Humans like it when things make sense, so they try to attribute causes to events, even when there aren't any.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest uploads and join our community of like-minded viewers. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to sharing more valuable content with you in the future. Subscribe now and be part of the journey.